My name is Tasha Mears. I'm the Chief Administrator Officer and Chief Information Officer for Razorback Rentals. We are a Mississippi and Louisiana based company that has about 11 trucks in our fleet. It's a family company. My husband worked for it for years before we even met, and then shortly before we got married, he purchased it from his parents. This is a third generation sand and gravel business. So his grandfather actually started the sand and gravel business, and then his dad took it over. And while Carl doesn't run the sand and gravel part, shortly before he owned the business himself, his dad and mom were actually working on providing trucks for the sand and gravel business, because there were times when they couldn't actually get the trucks to come in and take the aggregate materials elsewhere. So they chose to actually bring that trucking level in-house, and that's the part that my husband ended up taking over and loving. Every year insurance rates rise. They don't go down. We can go an entire year with no accidents, no citations, and our insurance rates still rise. Rising insurance rates impact our business from the perspective of we have to pass that cost along to the consumer in our freight rates where we can, but most of the time we have to turn around and either raise our freight rates or it costs our employees benefits that we would like to provide for them, whether it's better time off, better vacation time, health insurance, and things like that. It impacts what we're able to provide for our employees. It's very frustrating. My background is primarily healthcare, and then I came full-time to my husband's company last year, and I watched him struggle for years with this. It impacts his ability to pay his bills. It impacts his ability to pass on benefits to his employees. And now that I'm here full-time, I see it on a day-to-day basis. Just a couple of weeks ago, we had a staged accident where we have cameras on all of our trucks. That's part of our safety program. And we had a guy that called in and tried to shake down my husband because he said that one of our trucks sideswiped him, when in fact he had an expired DOT number himself. It was a towing company, and he didn't want us to call the cops. He didn't want us to call the insurance. He just wanted to shake us down for the money. That's one example of many. We've had multiple lawsuits where other cars have hit us. Our driver was not at fault at all, and we still got sued for elevated medical damages and lifelong injuries that weren't really injuries. It's going to take tort reform to actually move that target off their back, because what you see, particularly in our state and in other states, are billboard attorneys, trial attorneys that advertise this as a revenue stream for them. They've grown. We've watched law practices grow exponentially just by going after these types of cases. So whether the truck driver is at fault or not, in fact, some of the billboards say, call me even if it wasn't their fault. They want to just take it to the insurance company. Some of them are just straight settlements because insurance companies don't want to deal with it, or they actually will take it to trial to try to get some type of nuclear $1 million verdict for these clients.